morning, kids. This is Dr. Callahan for week 8 Tuesday. Go ahead and pause your YouTube video and answer the following questions. All right, let's take a look at question number 3. So here's a review on how to solve equations. You have the distributive property, so make sure you go ahead and take the 3 and multiply it into the parenthesis. So 3 times negative 3 times 2x is going to give you a negative 6x. Negative 3 times 6 is a negative 18, is equal to a positive 12. Then you want to get the x isolated by itself, but you have to get rid of the negative 18 first, and then get rid of the negative 6 second. So what's the opposite of a negative 18? Is a positive 18. So let's bring that down to negative 6x equals 30. And then how do you get rid of a negative 6? If it is multiplied to x, you will have the divided by negative 6 on both sides. Negative 6 cancel. X is now by itself. And your answer is x is equal to negative 5. Now, if you would like to check this, you just plug back into the original equation. You know that x is a negative 5. So 2 times negative 5 is a negative 10. Using PEMDAS, so order of operation, I focus in on the parentheses. So negative 10 and 6 gives me a negative 4. Negative 4 times 2, or I'm sorry, negative 4 times negative 3 is a positive 12. So 12 equals 12, and that verifies that I did my questions correctly. All right, make sure you guys have your blue student workbook, and we're going to go ahead and get started with today's stuff. So today is week 8 Tuesday, and keep in mind that your warm-up log is going to be due on week 9 Friday. So that's coming up next Friday. If you have been having some of the boxes missing, because remember every day we go over 3 boxes, there's 5 days a week, 9 weeks, so 135 boxes should be filled out. And if you have not completed those, make sure you go to the YouTube video and make sure you guys get the first 3 questions from that way. Then keep in mind the next part is your 100-point exam preparation. Are you prepared for class? And then also participation. And the participation part is you checking in with me on the hybrid online days. All right, let's go ahead and go over your homework from week 8 Monday. So this is what you should have done on week 8 Monday. And you can go ahead and do this on a separate piece of paper, exactly how I asked you to do it. All right, so taking a look at question number 1, it says, go ahead and solve each equation or system of equation by graphing. And so looking at this part right here, let's graph the first equation. First equation will start at -1. And then you look at the slope, which is a 2 over 1. So -1 is going to be right here. 2 goes up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, down 2 over to the left 1. And here is your line. Next, you're going to graph the second. What just happened here? Uh-oh. Here we go. The second graph. Let's do that in blue. Start with -7. And if you take a look at this, and you know what? I actually just realized that we don't have enough space here. That's okay. So -7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all the way down here. And then if you take a look at this, your slope is a -4. I mean, you could go down 1, 2, 3, 4 over to the one right one, or you can go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over to the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 over to the left one, and then go ahead and connect the dots. So you're going to ask yourself, where are these 2 lines hitting each other? And it looks like they're hitting each other at -1 on the x value, and then 1, 2, 3. So -1, -3 is your answer. All right, let's take a look at question number 2. So number 2 is not written as nicely because it's not in y-intercept form. It's in standard form. So I'm going to write it over here. So 18x minus 3y equals 21. You want to go ahead and solve for y. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 18 over, which will give me a negative 18x plus 21. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide everything by a -3. So y is now isolated by itself. Double negative gives me a positive. 18 divided by 3 is a 6x. 21 divided by -3 is a -7. So let's go ahead and graph this equation right here. So we're going to start off at -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. And here is my line. Then let's go ahead and graph the second line. The second line is already in y-intercept form at -7. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My x is at 6, go up 6 over 1, up 6 over 1. Now take a look at this. What do you notice about the dark blue line and the red line? They're literally on top of each other. So it's just essentially one line. So there's my purple or red line, and here's my blue line, and it's just on top of each other. It's the same line. If you don't believe me, take a look at your graph here, and then take a look at your graph for the first equation. I mean, they're exactly the same. So in this situation, it is going to be infinitely many solution. So there are just many, many solutions for that one. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 3. Starting f at 4, so we're going to go from 0, we're going to go up to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go up 6, but I don't have enough space. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1, or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over to the left one. And then here's my line. Then for my second equation, I have 6x minus y equals 1. So if I were to solve for y, move the 6 over. So negative y is equal to negative 6x plus 1. I don't want a negative y, I want a positive y. So if I switch it to the different sign, I have a positive 6x and a minus 1. So let's graph that. At -1, be right here. Well, up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. And then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. And then here is my second line. So, what do you notice about the blue line and the red line? They look like they're train tracks, aren't they? They're exactly side by side, and they're never going to get closer and they're never going to touch. So these two lines are called parallel lines, which means they have the same slope. And to check on that, take a look. The first equation has a slope of 6. Second equation also has the same slope of 6. So then what is your answer? Your answer in this case is going to be no solution. No solution because the two lines never touch. No solution. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at question number 4. Start at -3, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Here is my line. Second equation, let's graph it in purple. Start at 4, so here is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Take a look at the purple line, take a look at the green line. Where do the two lines hit and crisscross? It looks like it's right there. And it looks like it's at 1, 2. So that is my equation. Let's take a look at the number 5, -3. So 1, 2, 3, go down 3. Slope is at 4. So you go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And here is my line. Next, let's go ahead and graph the bottom part, which is -5, 8. So you go down 5, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot, and then up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 1. So if you guys kind of take a look where the two lines are hitting, that little area kind of looks like it's at 1, 2, 3, 4. And the negative thing about this is that, you don't have an exact number because you're kind of making a guess just based on how you're graphing this. So it's not always accurate, unfortunately. All right, let's go over number 6. With number 6, I noticed that the first equation, I could just graph it. So that's a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. And that's my line for the first one. Then for my second graph, I'm going to do it on the side because it's in standard form. X minus 2y equals -6. Let's move the x over. So I have a -2y equals a -x minus 6. Then I have to go ahead and change the symbols here. So let's go ahead and divide everything by -2. So y is equal to positive 1 over 2x plus 3. So start over at 3. Go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and then here is my line. So it looks like it is at about 2,34, maybe? That's what I would estimate. And again, this is just an estimate. So it is not accurate. Next time, I'm going to show you guys a new way of solving, which is called substitution. And this will be very accurate. All right, you guys, I hope you guys had a good time with us. If you have not completed the quiz yet, make sure you guys complete it and then go ahead and turn this in class. Have a wonderful week. I will see you guys next time. Take care.